G'day everyone and welcome to another episode of Ask Simmo, all thanks to ECU. Thanks to everyone who continues to send in their questions. You can either do that via Facebook or Twitter. Great to see you again, Simmo, back from Brisbane. Difficult road trip, 6-day break. Doesn't get much harder than that.
No, but probably doesn't excuse the start. 3 games in a row with our travel, we've started poorly. So, and I know it's been a tough year, or a couple of years, but we expect a bit more with our starts because being out of the game by quarter time is not great for a younger side that's learning. So we need to look at that.
Just diving a tiny bit deeper into that. If you look around the competition, some sides start well and some don't. How do you, as a coach or as a playing group, how do you actually influence that?
Good question. I think we actually, if you look at the start of this year, I think we started well, right up until probably rounds 9 or 10, and then it became difficult, and in particular away. So, I think pulling things back with the messaging, making it a bit more simple, being really clear about how we want to go about it. Just chase 1 or 2 things rather than this is how we move the ball, this is how we defend, this is the opposition, this is the best players in the opposition. You can get caught up in trying to strategise a bit. So I'll reflect on that, and the players need to reflect on just starting better.
Good, well done. And what about the younger players? I feel like the last couple of weeks from afar, I feel like there's been some real improvement. Maybe not improvement, I definitely see some glimmers of stuff going on. Brady Hoff for mine, he was outstanding.
Yeah, he was he was a really good player on the weekend.
Charlie Cameron won out the goal scorer. No,
you've done that.
No desire to ever do that again in my life.
Well, we gave him the job, and Hunt helped out a little bit as well. But to do that, I keep thinking he's 19 because he's got number 19, but I think he is 19. Playing probably his 25th, 30th game. To do that was just a real positive from the weekend. And I thought Hewitt again just showed us glimpses of what we're going to see in the future. And some of our other younger players still learning, but playing on the Gabba for the first time against a really good side. That's just another experience they'll go through that hopefully gets them better in the short term.
It's good, like it. Phil Carroll asked, let's get to the question, Simmo. How do you prioritise getting games into youngsters versus experienced players returning from injury? How do you get that balance right?
We actually haven't had that problem at all because even the weekend we had 2 players playing our Waffle Eagles who had a great performance. It was a draw, but we only had 2 of our listed players playing in that game. So we've had pretty much just play the guys available. So we're hoping in the next few weeks there is some pressure on spots through availability. So that's the next challenge for us, to continue to blood some of these young guys through the seniors, or get him a bit of a go at Waffle Eagles. So that's coming.
Yep, very good. Set. Is that someone's name? Okay, let's have a look. Some young blokes doing nice things over the last couple of weeks. Is the energy and atmosphere in the club different with them up and about?
Yes and no. It wasn't. We weren't high-fiving each other today in the review, put it that way. Yeah. Because there's the growth we want, the positivity and the culture we want, and the unity that's really important. But then there's the expectations and standards. And I don't think we hit them on the weekend. So as much as we'll move on from this game really, really quick, and we've got Richmond hopefully in front of a really big and loud crowd like we had last week against the Saints. But the mood's probably dependent a little bit on the result from the weekend. And but by the time you hit main training, everyone's up and about, and the kids are quite often driving the noise.
Good. Caden Hume asks, was great to see Chessa and Hewitt on ball. How did you assess their influence?
Yeah, well, there's those 2 and Ruben as well. And then in the forward line, you've got Ryan and Longy and Jack Williams, and obviously Hoff down back with Bazzo. So you're going to see them together a lot in the next, hopefully, 10 years. It's just going to be a bit harder at this stage with a lack of experience. But you're getting a glimpse of the future.
I think people are forgetting that Ruben Jimby's still in his first year as well, right?
Yeah, well, he's carried the load for a lot of the season, so we're just going to keep looking out for Rubes because it's been a long year for him. And he had the spell over the bye break, but keep our expectations as you would for an 18-year-old.
Yeah, correct. That's it, Simmo. That'll do us for this week's instalment of Ask Simmo. All thanks to ECU. Tigers this Sunday. Good luck.
Looking forward to it.